not good.
Snow. Hello, my name is Nick. This is my little show I like to call Sunday Driver Rides. Thanks for joining me. It is appreciated. Back on the Charger. Yay. Seriously, yay. I need to get that back end Zeused in and just make sure everything's good. Now, last time I talked about how I was going to take that string line and make sure everything is, peachy keen, which is great. I still plan on using that. But what I also want to do is I want to put the axle in before I get everything all tightened down and welded up. I want to see if it looks centered in the wheel well. And what I really want to do is I want to measure center of axle from rear to front. Make sure my wheelbase is the same on both sides. I don't want to guess at this. And the more I thought about it, I was like, I think I can weasel an axle up in there. I think. So let's figure out how we're going to do that. All right, so here we are. I got to get this in between the trusses and the car. I'm obviously not going to be able to do that with the tires on. I'll jack it up a bit. I'll take the tires off. And then hopefully it fits. The one thing I did not consider is this bar right here. It goes underneath the frame rails. That might be in the way. But you know what? We're going to throw caution to the wind and hope it doesn't hit the top of the pumpkin. Back with it. Let's do this. All right. Up we go. It's going to want to roll. Yeah, look at it roll. I got to get a jack standing to the front of it. All right. Now that I've got it nice and high up in the air, as soon as I drop one wheel, the other side's going to go whoop. Oh well. I think on some of these Mopars, these older Mopars, I want to say it's the driver's side is reverse thread. Yep, it is. I don't like that. But it's just something you gotta remember with these older Mopars. Okay, there it goes. Great. Great. I wouldn't want to come off. Come on! Just do it! Don't land on me. Don't fall on me, please. Stay. Stupid wheel. There it goes. All right. Balance. There you go. Not bad, not bad. I'll take it. That didn't work. Stay. Balance. Okay, look at that. That's the problem. There we go. Hey, all right, she's up. Yay! Oh, shoot, it's gonna fall off. Oh, no, this is not good. It fell off to one side. Stay up, there you go. There you go. Oh, yeah. That was much. I gotta get this. Oh, I am on the bus that struggles. I gotta get this pumpkin over this cross member on the trusses. Yeah, I don't know. I'll lift one end and maybe on, get up there. Get over. Oh, look at that. Come on now, get him. All right, turn about there roughly. Our jack stand on. All right, so now that I've got the axle kind of where it needs to be, here's what I need to do. I need to bring the leaf spring underneath it, get the little nub down here in the hole of the saddle on the axle. Come on now, get in there. Oh, there it goes. And then what I gotta do is, the bottom saddle here goes up and in there and gets bolted in with a couple of U-bolts. Here's my problem. I don't have U-bolts for this thing. I ordered them. They're about a week away. That sucks. But, as you can see, I still have all the old, what's left of them. So the heck with it. I'm gonna put this up in place, and then I'm just gonna wrap a strap around that sucker till it's nice and tight, or a C-clamp, or whatever. Just to hold it in place. Just so I can make this work for now until they arrive. Because, man, I gotta keep moving. Okay, fast forward a bit. I got that 4-inch wide piece of flat on top of the axle, and I literally strapped it down to the axle. That way, I had a nice flat surface to mark and find the center line on. So, find the center line, and then took my string line. You can see, you know, my little plumb bobs when I line everything up. It looks pretty good. And then I don't know if you can see way in the back. When I say way in the back, I'm talking like, oh, move your finger, Nick. That yellow mark right there. Got everything to line up pretty dang good. So now that I was happy with that, I took and I welded this side together. That's what it looks like. That's what I'm going for. All right, so I had to weld this in a sequence, you know, because if I didn't, there was no way I was going to get my welding gun in spots, you know, like right there with this piece in and blah, blah, blah. So I welded that one in first. I welded this one in. I got plug welds here. Got plug welds in here. And I welded top to bottom, and I welded this frame rail. And I got it so it ties in pretty nice. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. So, but I still got to do the other side. So, let's get to it. All right, fast forward a bit. The front end of the rear subframe assembly, whatever you want to call it, is welded in, other than a couple welds, you know, which I'll get when I take the springs out. I got to take the springs out so I can put new bushings in them. Yeah, I know I should have put the bushings in them earlier, but oh well, live and learn. Now that I've got that done, I also welded up from a cross member going up at the top to the each wheel weld to the frame rail. So now I can ditch this bottom one. But first things first, I started cutting out little notches. Where's my hand? I don't know where I'm at. Right here. Notches, so I can get a piece of flat in here. And then I've got to drill holes now. You see I got holes for the bumpers. This piece of flat's going to go all the way across. So let's drill that thing so we get it in place, and then we got something to weld to in the back here with these frame rails. We'll drill out our pilot hole first. All right, now that I got our pilots drilled out, time to make a big hole in this metal. So I got a little bit of oil on there to help it out. There we go. Big hole. All right, fast forward, I'm inside where the trunk would be. I shouldn't be able to fit in here, but I do because I've cut everything out, obviously. Here's my plate that I just drilled. Here's my frame rail, it's gonna go to it, and there's what I got to work with. So, what I'm gonna have to do, you can see I've drilled holes for plug welds. I haven't drilled the other side yet, but I'll get to that. And then I've gotta make this line up with this so it doesn't look completely hokey. I wanna make sure that the top levels out good. So, what I'm doing is this This side, you can see I've got cut out. What I just did was I just pie cut it, you know. This was more down. I just zip, removed. And then I just hammered it up. So, and then on the inside, I've sanded all in here and whatnot best I could. I had to get my carbide bit that I just dropped in there and with a drill and grind it out, because what I'll do is I'll weld all the way around it. Weld my plug holes on both sides. And I'll weld on the inside best I can too. And then on the inside, I'm also gonna put a plate for some extra strength. So, but I need to, let's cut out this side right now. Just make sure, oh, it dropped. I gotta lift that back up. Anyway, I'll fix that. And then we'll cut that, and then we'll make sure everything looks peachy keen here, and we'll tack that, and we'll tack this, and we'll weld her all in good and hard. Oh, now I'm excited. What the heck happened to my Zoom? I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go. All right, there's the finished product. You see the outside, I've got it all welded up. You can see the hot spots right over here. You can tell I welded really good on the inside as much as I could. Then here's the other side of the plate on it. I'm pretty pleased. I got the S to blend in, you know, that curve, you know, and then I've got my plates. And you can see the hot spots where I got to weld on the inside of it too. So it's, knock on wood, she's good and strong. I'm happy with it. It doesn't look completely crappy. Sweet. Okay, fast forward a bit. I cut out my pieces for where the shackle for the rear of the leaf spring is gonna hang. This is gonna get mounted or welded up next to the frame. I'll show you. I got new bushings for it. I had to grind these down just a little bit because they're just a little too tight for this hole. So now that I've ground them all down, you can see I've already done this one. I'll put a little bit of grease on it and on the inside of the tube here, and we'll press it in the press and be happy about life. All right, there, I've got her in the press. Let's get it rolling. There, it's going. I'm not very good at tape and holding this and operating the press, am I? It's going. Yeah, I think it's going. I love having this press, even though it's old and this bottle jack is low on fluid. I'm very happy I got it still. Come on, a little more. A little more. Oh, am I there? Yeah, let's just go a little more. I think I gotta go more. You know, sorry, my camera work's not the greatest, is it? Look at that, squish it right in there and cut the living crap out of it. All right, go on up. Oh, ow, that was almost my leg. Look at that. Like it came off the factory line back in 1969. All right, in a nutshell, here it is. The back section of the frame. Here are the top mounts for the rear shackles for those leaf springs in the back. You can see my gussets or my little rubber grommets are pressed in there. Here's the one on this side. Now, right now, I'm not gonna weld these in place. I thought about tacking them, but I'm not even gonna do that. Reason being, I'm gonna finish the front of the car and use the stock suspension on that, and that shouldn't, knock on wood, hopefully get messed with too much height-wise. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get another metal beam just going across. I'm going to clamp it to it. And then I'm going to hook the shackle up to it. And then when I put this thing on the ground, I'm going to put it all together and see what it looks like without welding it up. Okay? And then I'll step back and just look at the car and go, okay, it's too high up or it's too low. If I got to raise or lower these parts, I can. And then I just make gussets accordingly. So that's my thought process. I figure there's no point in jumping the gun, and I'm not even going to tack them. I can clamp them and get away with it. It's not like I've got a big load in the back of this thing that's going to bend stuff. So if I don't weld it. But yeah, I got to, that bar going across in the bottom of those little hoop-de-doos and the frame rails, I got to get that out of there. That top one's welded in solid. I am though. I'm happy. It's like, I don't know if you guys remember what it looked like before. It's like, it's solid again. I mean, I tried to build it like a brick. You know what I mean? So I can jump this sucker if I want to. I am happy. But it is. Now that this is situated in the back, it's time to work on that ugliness. All right. I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. I sure do appreciate it. Next time we'll try to work more. We'll start working our way upward, like I said. So, yeah, I think I got a cross member for the front springs to put in. And I've got the cross member right there. Oh, where's my arm going? Right there. Anyway, yeah, hopefully it's next time. But I gotta make room because I got brakes to do on some daily drivers, and my Betty, my 05 Tahoe, she needs a water pump. Yay. Love working on dailies. I still love Betty though. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.